welcome back to another Random Sam Epic Mom. Alright, so normally we'd be doing a book review today. This one is more of a movie review. Now it is based on a book. The book is The Princess Bride, which is also the title of the movie, The Princess Bride. Alright, so I never actually read the book, so I can't say how much the book being read in the movie is actually based on the real book. Because there is a real book, guys. I promise there is. But, okay. So, the movie version. You can tell that this movie was made in, like, the late 80s, I think?
I think so.
I think it was late 80s. Because the opening scene is a kid who's sick at home. There's a mom who's at home taking care of her sick kid. Because I know in the 90s when I got sick, my mom just left me at home. And she was kind of like, alright, you're good. You'll be fine by yourself. But this kid was at home playing this video game in his room. And the graphics on the video game are so old that it's like, oh, yep, this is an old movie. So, in the movie though, the grandpa comes over to read his sick grandson the story that his father read him and his grandfather read his father, and and that he had read the kid's dad, and now he's reading to the kid. And the story is The Princess Bride. And the kid's like, well, I guess we'll give it a shot because it's got sword fighting, all that. And there were kissing scenes. The kid's like, oh, I don't want to hear that, Grandpa. And it's all about the story of Westley and Buttercup. And this is, I don't know how popular the book was back then, at the time the movie was done. But the movie, since the time of it was made, I think it's pretty much iconic now. It is almost a cult classic movie. I have found it hilarious because not a lot of kids, like, they'll have some pop culture references to the movie, but not a lot of kids now have actually seen the movie. She has, though. And they've done, trivia questions where she'll actually be able to answer them.
I do knowledgeable, and they'll do trivia questions about the movie.
She's like the only one that can actually answer it. She has watched it with her dad. I've watched it with my husband a lot of times because it's one of his favorites. But it's great because it's got a giant in it. It's got swordplay. It's got intrigue. It's got a pirate. It's got treacherous swamp. It's got huge rodents. It's got torture, evil prince, all that. So, the way it starts out is that Buttercup and Westley is a farm boy. Buttercup is a farm girl who they fell in love, but in order to marry, Westley goes off to sea to earn his fortune. But he's captured by the dread pirate Roberts. Buttercup's heartbroken, says she'll never love again. So eventually, 5 years later, the prince has been given the right to choose whoever he'll marry, and by choosing her, he makes her a princess. So she becomes Princess Buttercup. And because of that, she gets kidnapped. She is then rescued from the kidnappers by the dread pirate Roberts. She's ticked off because she hates Dread Pirate Roberts because he killed the man she loved. Lo and behold, Westley is Dread Pirate Roberts. Now they're trying to escape the prince she's supposed to marry. So it's just a rigmarole, all that. One of the guys who originally kidnapped her is searching for the man who killed his father. One of the persons who's going to end up kidnapping Westley and torturing him is the guy who killed the swordman's father originally. And it's just a big rigmarole, back and forth, back and forth. There's a miracle worker. There's just so much. And it's set kind of in the whole Renaissance type era. So, peasants, all that, royalty. There's no cars. There's no real machines, there's no TV, anything. So it's a very neat story, and I think the reason why this movie became so iconic is because you keep having interruptions in the story by the kid. This sick kid who's like, this is a kissing story. And come on, where's the excitement? Where is all this going? And it really makes you stop and think, okay, this kid is not getting, there's a build-up in the story. Come on! So again, one of these days I will eventually read the real story of The Princess Bride. But again, like I said, it has become iconic. Whenever my husband's, just not feeling the best, I'll just sit down and, watch the movie with him. But again, I've been watching it since I was a kid. What do you think of the movie?
I enjoyed it, and I think the little kid snippets of interrupting the story make it easier for people with short attention spans to watch it. And I think it adds for some humor in the story when there's not.
Especially when it starts to get too serious.
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed the movie, especially when I'm sick. They forced me to watch it, and I didn't think I was going to like it, and then I did.
And that is pretty much how it ended up coming about, because I don't know if that's how my husband started watching it, that it became a sick day movie, but anytime one of our kids is sick, it does become the movie that gets put on while they're laying on the couch being sick. They get
I watch it quite often since I'm quite often sick.
So it's an interesting movie. You guys can get it pretty much anywhere. You can get it on like Disney or Prime and all those different streaming services. We actually have the DVD. We used to have the VHS version.
She's old.
Shut up.
She had the VHS.
Actually, I didn't have the VHS. Your dad had the VHS.
Well, he's also old.
But he's also old. She's so mean to me. I am old, but that's okay. But again, guys, it is very neat. If anybody has watched the movie but has also read the book, please let me know if it's very different in the book than in the movie has portrayed it. But again, it is a very classic one. Those actors, I've seen them occasionally in other movies as I've gotten older, and it's like, oh my god, I remember him from back then. And again, it is just such an iconic movie that I love watching it occasionally, and it is now a classic. There are certain movies that have actually stuck through the test of time. There are so many movies that I can put on that I watched as a little kid that my kids are like, what in the hell are you watching, Mom? And have no clue. But there are other movies like The Princess Bride that I can put on and they automatically know what it is. They don't need any type of reference to it. I don't have to have been the one to introduce it to them. They actually know what it is. And that I think is really neat, that there are movies like that. So anything you want to add?
Nope. Just it's a really good movie to watch when you're sick, and it's really good for if you have a short attention span.
And you guys, if you have liked this movie, please let me know in the comments what your favorite parts of the movie were. Buttercup, she wasn't my favorite character. I loved Wesley. Wesley was just awesome. But the iconic one of, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
It's my favorite character.
That one just is always, that has been iconic for a reason. And I love listening to him constantly ask people that and constantly repeat it. So I thought that was really cool. That I loved Miracle Max and Andre the Giant. But again, it's great. It's a great movie, guys. Go out there, watch it if you haven't seen it already. If you have seen it, it's always worth watching again. Let's go make some popcorn and watch it. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube. And give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.